subscribers, and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion we're off to the Clifton Hill Railway Station. So the Clifton Hill Railway Station is located in Victoria, Australia, and about 5.8 kilometres or 3.6 miles northeast of the state capital Melbourne. It is a commuter railway station and the junction point on the Mernda and the Hurstbridge lines, which are both part of the Melbourne railway network. Clifton Hill Railway Station opened on the 8th of May 1888 when a railway line between Collingwood and Heidelberg was provided. Like the suburb itself, the station was named after the farm Clifton and was named in 1841 by the early landowner John Docker. Land speculator John Knipe later named it Clifton Hill. Clifton Hill Railway Station is listed on the register of the National Estate as an intact example of a Victorian Tudor-style suburban railway station and is one of 11 that were originally built between 1887 and 1889. It is the only example that still retains the original corrugated iron wings on either side of the main building. The timber veranda on the eastern platform, or platform number 1, is also considered architecturally rare. Other features of the complex include 2 timber-framed gabled roofed signal boxes built in 1888 and 1901 respectively, located at either end of platform 2, and the original swinging railway gates that are no longer in play since 1992 with the replacement of boom gates. One signal box was for the operation of the former level crossing gates across Heidelberg Road, which was replaced by the road overpass in 1957. The other signal box controlled the level crossing gates at Ramsden Street, which we will go and have a look. Now there is a bit more history that surrounds the Clifton Hill Railway Station, and I'll introduce that once the drone goes up with the information I've discovered. So please enjoy the walkabout and this final image. Welcome back subscribers, and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion we're going to check out a station, and it's Clifton Hill Railway Station. It's an inner city sort of suburb, and it's got a bit of history. You probably would have already had the voice-over history bit about it, and some old footage. And on this occasion it's just a walkabout. We did get the drone up, so the drone's already done its thing. But to my surprise, I didn't realise there's a bit of a subway that allows you to go from one side of the railway tracks to another, but also it takes you directly opposite to a park. But in that sort of subway tunnel thing that goes under Hoddle Street as well as the railway tracks, there's some terrific bits and pieces of art and murals out down there. So we'll go have a look and just check it all out. So this, I think, is the original unaltered station that is outbound from the CBD of Melbourne. I've got to be quite careful because the sun's directly in front of us, and you really want to be behind the sun. But that's what she looks like. It looks terrific. We'll have a closer look. This is Hoddle Street, and there is a bit of a bus hub here as well. And this is known as Mayor's Park. It's very early morning, and as I've mentioned, the drone's already been up, but it's this subway that goes under Hoddle Street that will take us across closer to the platforms. That's, to my surprise, very interesting. I didn't know this existed, and as you've probably learnt, there is a fair bit of history about this station, and let's take it all in. Okay, so we're at the Mayor's Park, and this is the ramp that will take you down. And as you can see, the murals are pretty spectacular. So let's make our way. Now I'm assuming maybe kids from the local schools have come here. Maybe some independent artists have come through as well. I do like the frames, the picture frames that are mounted. They're pretty good. check out that. It tells you where everything is. And this will take us up to the outbound station, and we'll have a look at that. So this is on the Hoddle Street side, and you can probably hear in the background a train has just left. So this is the railway station, and I think this barrier has been here for quite some time. Sometimes covered in graffiti, sometimes not. Now there is plenty of CCTV cameras everywhere, and as you can see, you cannot buy tickets over the counter anymore. Everything's automated. There's your toilets. Curious if they're open, and there's your female toilets. Oh, it is open. So that's pretty good. There's no one in, so that's great. Gives you an idea that they've been modernised. And they're in really good nick. So that's a rarity to find the toilets open at a railway station. Or maybe they're just open during peak hour that I'm not quite getting right. Now if you're curious to know what those spikes are on top of that LED display, it's basically to stop pigeons from parking themselves there and causing a bit of a mess. So there's the other side of the platform, which we'll make our way to as well. All is quiet. It is quite early in the morning. I think it's just after 7 in the morning. So people are making their way into town or to school. Oh, not to school, we're still in school holidays. This video will come out sometime, I guess in April or May. So there you have it. It's a beautiful morning. It's going to be very, very hot from my understanding. And there's your time. So it's 7:32 in the morning. And you can probably hear that in the background. There is a train approaching, which I believe is making its way into the city. So it's an inbound, I guess it's called. So we're on platform 2. Platform 1 is just over there. And let's see if a train does come. So here we have that train that's coming into town. It's a relatively modern one, I guess. This also gives you a glimpse of what the railway station on the west side actually looks like, the Hoddle Street side. And off she goes into town. Very good. It's a nice station, I have to admit. Has a lot of character about it. Okay, we'll make our way back to the sort of subway, which will take us to platform 1. Okay, so we're back in the subway and back to going to platform 2. So we've seen platform 1 and the really old part of the station. And this will take us to platform 1, which will take us into town, or the CBD of Melbourne. Just make it up at this little hill,
As I've mentioned, there's cameras everywhere, which is just good. You'll see that there's not too much graffiti anywhere to be seen, which is just great. So this is platform 1. It's a lot more modern. It's got the corrugated roof, which I think is in keeping. We've got bike sheds to lock up your bike. You've got one that's a secure sort of spot, and I'm assuming, I know it's got free 24-hour access, so I'd definitely be having it locked. I'm not sure if there is a fee. Well, there is a fee. It's a $50 refundable security deposit. I think that's probably the way to go. Unfortunately, we do have people who are thieves and steal things. I'd rather have it secure. So there looks like there's a little coffee shop as well at the station. And here we have another train coming in. And that's outbound. There's a phone box. This is a little bit more better presented. And there is a station master, so you can have a chat with them if you need any information. There are some information things you can get on a stand. A lot more modern on this side. And there's your station. Just terrific. So we'll let this train go. A little plaque to tell you where you are and how to get around, which is great. Just mind the reflection. I can't avoid it. Just terrific. Very good. Okay, so here comes the boom gates. This is at the south end of Clifton Hill station, and what you'll see is the old gates that used to be open and closed by a guy who used to live in that, well, he didn't live in there, in that signal house. And I'll just get a close look. So you've got the modern day boom gates, but these are the old gates from back in the day where they'd swing open and swing closed to stop traffic. So we've obviously got a train coming, which is good. I'm sure those are into train spotting appreciate it. I do like that. I'm assuming that might have been a milk bar back in the day or something, not sure. So here she is. So once again, that's a city-bound train. And we'll see how close we can get to that signal box. That signal box is no longer in play. As you can see, it's all boarded up where the glass would have been. And there you have it. I wonder who had the job of opening and closing those gates. Now, just down there, for those who can recall, there'd be a large piece of steel that would swing around that the operator would kick and then sort of basically toss that gate open and it'd lock into place, and then he'd have to kick it out of the way to once again open them. So there's your signal box. It's all covered up. We'll just make our way here quickly before the trains come. I don't see, there should be a sign here saying you shouldn't be walking here, but for some reason there's nothing to suggest that you can't come here. So there's your signal box. There's your advertising plaque. Just got to get out of the direct light of the sun. So there you have it. Once again, the boom gates are down, and we've obviously got another approaching train coming, which is very good. So this is the signal box. And whether or not it's open, I don't know. Doubt it, but you never know. Nah, she's secure quite well, so that's good. So there you have it. It is a terrific morning.
Okay, so I'll jump in with the added information that I've discovered that surrounds Clifton Hill Railway Station. Now, it is a bit disturbing, but I think it's sort of relevant to this location. Now, tragically, Clifton Hill Station was the scene of the Hoddle Street massacre that took place in August 1987, where Julian Knight, a reject Army officer cadet, opened fire on innocent civilians, killing 7 people and injuring 19. Did take shelter for some time on the southern end of the Clifton Hill Railway Station buildings and his nearby mother's residence. Knight was captured and later sentenced to 7 concurrent sentences of life imprisonment with a non-parole period of 27 years for what was described by the presiding judge one of the bloodiest massacres in Australian history. And finally, in the early hours of the 25th of December 2011, a corrugated iron extension of Platform 2 station building was damaged by fire. By the 12th of January 2012, the extension was demolished and removed. So now please enjoy the remaining aerial views of the Clifton Hill Railway Station. And I'll finally jump in here, and once again, all the credits and references that I've discovered about the Clifton Hill Railway Station will be listed in the description below for those who are interested.
Okay, so here we are at the end of this video or presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, by all means click on that like button or that thumbs up icon. Please consider subscribing. Subscribing does not cost you 1 cent, but it really does help the channel immensely. But most importantly, once again, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day. Now I've got to get out of the way before the the lights and bells go for the boom gate, so I'm just standing, if those are interested, in between the Wigan Walk. Bye for now. Have a great day.